Do 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 do. CG2, hello, hello. I hope you're doing good. Good morning. Oh, let me turn that down. Wow, I sound. CG2, hello, hello. Wow, that's what I sound like. Crazy.
Can't we be sweethearts? Why don't we fall in love right from the start? You're the girl I'm thinking of. Oh, can't you see? You're the only girl for me. Please be my sweetheart. Don't you know?
Yeah, we're doing some Goodfellas songs. We gotta wash the Godfather music off of our mind. I mean, overplayed that song. We ruined that song.
We walk hand in hand in our wonderland. The world would be our own. I'd make love to you, hug and kiss you too. You'd be mine alone. Please be my sweetheart. Don't you know the way I feel? Please play the part and make my dreams all real. Oh, don't you know? Don't you know I really love you so?
Amex offers the personalized way.
Better not play the whole song. I wouldn't want to get demonetized, even though I'm not monetized.
Enroll and use.
Yeah, me too, CG2. It's a great part of the movie too. You too. Don't you ever work? And they're walking through the back of the restaurant.
Me in a way that I've never been kissed before. In a way that I wanna be kissed forevermore. I know that he was mine, so I gave him all the love that I had. That one day he took me home to meet his mom and his dad. Then he asked me to be his bride and always be right by his side. Felt so happy I almost cried, and then he kissed me.
These songs are so much better than the beginning to the Godfather. Every time I go to Tommy's, I hear that song. I'm like, who died? Why are we playing funeral music? What happened? Somebody got clipped?
Is she really going out with him?
Well, there she is. Let's ask her.
Betty, is that Jimmy's ring you're wearing?
Mm-hmm. Gee, it must be great riding with him.
Is he picking you up after school today?
Mm-mm.
By the way, where'd you meet him?
I met him at the candy store. He turned around and smiled at me. You get the picture?
Yes, we see.
That's when I fell for the leader of the pack.
down, down.
They said he came from the wrong side of town.
What you mean when you say that he came from the wrong side of town?
They told me he was bad, but I knew he was sad. That's why I fell for the leader of the pack. One day my dad said, find someone new. I had to tell my Jim you with.
What you mean when you say that you better go find somebody new?
He stood there and asked
Good morning,
me
Tommy.
why.
Hello.
All I could do was cry. I'm sorry I hurt you, leader of the pack.
He sort of smiled and kissed me goodbye. The tears were beginning to show. As he drove away on that rainy night, I begged him to go slow. Whether he heard, I'll never know.
Look out, look out, look out, look out! I felt so helpless, what could I do? Remembering all the things.
I'm in my Ozempic era, ready to.
A long, long time ago, on graduation day, you handed me your book. I signed this way: roses are red, my love, violets are blue. Sugar is sweet, my love, but not as sweet as you. We dated through high school, and when the big day came, I wrote into your book next to my name. Roses are red, my love, violets are blue. Sugar is sweet, my love, but not as sweet as you.
Jimmy, can I talk to you a second, eh? Fuck him. What is it? I mastermind the goddamn thing. I'm left with Maury. There'd be up a creek without a paddle if not for me. Fuck him. I want my money. Henry, I want my fucking money. I had it up to here.
All right.
That cheap cigarette hijacking.
Maury.
No, fuck him. I want my money.
Go tell him. Now, you gonna keep your mouth shut or what? Huh? Maury, you're gonna get your money. You just gotta stop busting balls. All right, look at me. You hear me? Look at me, okay? Everything's gonna be fine.
Henry.
What?
No, Henry boy, the pipes, the pipes. Calling. Sweetheart, half make, half giddy. I'll sing with an Italian accent. And down the glen, and down the mountainside. For a dog. Thanks. On the other hand. Don't. You're right. You're right. The summer's gone, and all the roses die. It's you, it's you. It's gone, and all the roses die. It's you, it's you.
It's getting near dawn when lights close the tired eyes. I'll soon.
I could see for the first time that Jimmy was a nervous wreck. His mind was going in 8 different directions at once.
I think Maury tells his wife everything.
Maury, him? That's when I knew Jimmy was gonna whack Maury. That's how it happens. That's how fast it takes for a guy to get whacked. No, him, he's a nut job. He talks to everybody. He sees commercials, acting like a jerk. Nobody listens to what he says. Nobody fucking cares what he says. He talks so much.
Make sure you bring that tonight. Okay?
All right.
Not like this. Oh, sorry. I get you in the eye.
Boy, stop breaking my balls, all right?
I was just stalling for time. I knew I still had till 8 or 9 o'clock to talk Jimmy out of killing Maury. But meanwhile, as far as Jimmy knew, I was going along with the program.
Pulling hair out of his fucking head. I bit him. He's out fucking. I'm enraged. I wanted to kill this little fuck. I walk away. We start to go in the fucking joint. All of a sudden, I don't want to turn around.
I knew it. I'm sitting here commentating this movie the whole time, and the microphone was on fucking mute. Are you kidding me? I'm giving you my masterpiece breakdown of this whole scene, and the microphone's on mute. This is why I don't do YouTube. Fuck it. Let's just keep watching.
Around. Jimmy's going like this to me. I don't want to fucking turn around. I don't want to turn around. He picks up his fucking head. He says,
Get out of here.
You know, say it. Jerk off.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? I fucking fly.
I said hi to Bambi a while ago. She probably didn't hear me because I was on mute. How you guys doing?
I got him out fucking banging his head. I'm biting his fucking face. I'm pulling hair out of his head. I beat him to a fucking pulp. He's laying there full of fucking blood. I'm out of breath. I got blood all over my fucking clothes. He's laughing at me all the way.
It was like a load off my mind. Poor bastard. Never knew how close he'd come to getting killed. Even if I told him, he would have never believed me.
Jimmy, can I talk to you now?
You know, you're a pisser. You're a real pisser. You want to talk now?
Please.
Okay, let's talk. Let's get it over with.
Okay.
Swear to God, I've known a full buster like you my whole life.
Hey, who loves you more than I do, huh?
This guy.
I'd do anything for you.
Yeah, except to stop busting my balls. Come on, let's grab coffee.
Oh, you want to go to Dino or what? We'll go to Dino over there on the boulevard.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Which time?
Rockwood Boulevard.
And you guys want to come up, let me know.
It's open 24 hours. So.
They got Danish there?
Yeah, they got everything.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Let's pick up some Danish for Bell. Take a couple more. Do you hear about the points we were shaving up in Boston?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's terrific. Yeah, Nunzio up in the...
Well, bye-bye, Maureen.
So you never shut the fuck up.
All right, pain in the ass.
What do you want to do?
Get rid of him. Chop him up and get rid of the car. Call me when you get through.
All right, Frank, let's chop him up.
All right.
Where you going? Where you going, you
What?
dizzy motherfucker, you?
I thought you said chop them up.
Yeah.
But Charlie's not here. What the fuck
Charlie.
are you going to chop him here?
He says, you dizzy motherfucker, you. Oh, my God.
Come on, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of here.
my bad.
I got a better shot letting him fucking drive. What are you waiting?
All right, hold on. I'll put it in the chat or in the group text. Give me 1 sec here. Do, 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 do. Mm-hmm. What's going on here? Copy. Sorry, guys. 1 sec.
Waiting for?
Wait, the car's cold. The Pioreal.
Get the fuck out of here. What? Fucking warm it up. Get out of here.
All right, hold
It's not the best scene for sure, but it's a great scene. I fucked it up because I was commentating that. I'm like an addict when it's fucking awesome. Bad on the motor, even though the car is gonna get crushed. Whatever. You gotta wait for your car to warm up. They're probably not interrupting. They would probably interrupt my stream eventually, Bambi, but I'm not monetized. So I have a really good tombstone scene, but I'll wait until Todd Father's here. What up?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Busy already. I got a call from my son's school at 4:30 by the assistant principal, right?
Uh-huh.
And she's like, your son can't come to school tomorrow. And I'm like, why? And she's like, he hasn't had his meningitis shot.
What?
I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you think? He's like a fucking rabid raccoon or something? Like, what, you know? And so I just had to take him to the doctor, get his shot, and then take him to school just now. Now I got to go into work probably till the end of the Bills game tonight. So...
What are they doing to our kids? Is this a normal thing, the meningitis one?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
He was supposed to have it, so he's got his physical coming up, and we were just going to have it done then. You know what I mean? So they must have been on, the nurse must have had nothing else to do but check the New York State vaccination fucking charts or whatever, and he doesn't have it. He can't come to school. He's you know, oh my God.
Wow.
So, yeah, I just had to, you know, take him there, get him the paperwork, the paperwork, and now he's, I just dropped him off at school. So.
Does it cost money for that?
No.
Okay. So what are you doing? What are you doing now?
I'm heading into work. We got the Bills game, and, we park cars there, and our kitchen opens at 11, and the bar opens at 11. We're going to be hopefully cranking out some shit all day long. So.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, your line of work, you guys can capitalize on the Bills. Sure, man. That's fucking, and if you guys, If the Bills do good, that's even better for you guys, right? I mean, just a couple more home games could be huge.
Yeah, yep. Tommy says I killed the vibe. He asked me what I was up to, so I told him. So fuck right off, Steaks. There's your fucking vibe, okay? So, yeah, the fucking ex-bookie who gets his fucking pedicures.
No, it's all good because I'm sure you've seen the title. Like ready to just, things are so fucked up. I'm ready to just fucking go off. But I'd rather just talk to fucking my friends and watch fucking Goodfellas, in all honesty, than fucking deep dive into what I know is coming. So, how you doing? Yeah. It's not a literal question, jerk off.
No, I'm a jerk on, not a jerk off. Okay?
Yeah, when I say how you doing, you're not supposed to give us your life story, is what he's telling you, I think. So
I don't give a Steaks. Nobody fucking asked you. Nobody fucking asked you what you think about what I'm saying. Okay, so fuck off.
I think he's telling you to get your hold on. Get your shine in your cuts, dude.
Yeah. I'll smash the shine box over his fucking head. How about that?
That's funny.
I'm only kidding, everybody. This is for entertainment purposes only. So go ahead if you want to play and if you want to play the video, go ahead. I got about 15 minutes before I go to work. So
no, it's well, let's play okay, well, if we're gonna do that, let's play another Goodfellas scene.
I mean, God forbid we're not doing what Tommy Steaks wants to do on your show. God forbid.
Let's see here. Okay,
Bambi, is he saying that or are you saying that? I don't think I sound like a punk either.
Could you hear that? Are we still sharing the screen? Oh, we're not. Okay, hold on. Here we go. We're gonna do another scene from Goodfellas real quick.
What do you want? Sweetheart, let mommy
I don't want any more of that shit.
What shit? What are you talking about?
Just stay away from the garbage. You know what I mean?
What, Paulie?
I'm not talking about what you did inside. You did what you had to do. I'm talking about now. From now, here and now.
Paulie, why would I want to get into that?
Don't make a jerk out of me. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. I want to talk to you about Jimmy. You got to watch out for him. He's a good earner, but he's wild. Takes too many chances.
No, I know that. I know Jimmy. You think I would take chances like Jimmy?
And Tommy, he's a good kid too, but he's crazy. He's a cowboy. He's got too much to prove.
No, I know.
You got to watch out for kids like this.
Yeah, I know what they are. I only use them for certain things. So
listen,
you don't have to
I ain't
worry.
gonna get fucked like Gribbs. You understand? Gribbs is 70 years old and the fucking guy's gonna die in prison. I don't need that. So I'm warning everybody. Everybody. Could be my son, could be anybody. Gribbs got 20 years just for saying hello to some fucker who was sneaking behind his back selling junk. I don't need that. Ain't gonna happen to me. You understand?
Uh-huh.
You know that you're only out early because I got you a job.
Yeah.
And I don't need this heat. Understand that?
Uh-huh.
And you see anybody fucking around with this shit, you're gonna tell me, right?
Yeah.
That means anybody.
All right.
Yeah?
Sada.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, it got blocked?
Oh, did it? I don't know. It didn't on our end. I see it, but so that scene when Paulie slapped Henry Hill there,
yeah,
that wasn't in the script. So that is like a genuine reaction when he slapped him.
Okay. Yeah, what a great scene. You know, what a bad spot for Henry to be in at that time, because they're already fucking killed Billy Batts, and now he knows he's involved knee deep in this fucking shit. And I mean, he knew his time is up. He knew he was fucking, at this point, he's fucked.
Yep.
What was it? You know, it was downhill from OC. Osada, you are the new. What's ALV saying in the chat? Why would he say that? Bambi promo video. So
he said that because Ralph would always play stuff and then get blocked.
Hold on,
Like,
let me
you know what I'm
see.
saying? The stream would go black. You know what I mean?
Let me look at my own stream and see what's going on. It still says stream unavailable, so it'll come back, right?
Yeah, it'll come back. They could probably still. I think they could still hear us. I'm not sure.
Let me see. I'm gonna turn.
Actually, they probably can hear us. Actually.
No, they can't hear us. Hold on. I'm gonna type something in chat.
We're still
on. Picture. Well, fuck you, YouTube. How about that? Go fuck your mother.
Yeah.
Let's see what. How do I get your thing bigger here? Kick from studio, ban from studio. How do I make your you just the only person on? Oh, here we go, like that.
What are you trying to do?
I'm just showing your avatar, but nobody can see us anyways. That sucks. How long till it comes back on, you think?
I had a feeling. I was gonna say I'm surprised they haven't done that to you yet, because like any like real. That's why Tommy says if we're blocked, stay here when he plays like the Godfather shit or whatever. So that happened to me before. I've done that just playing music. They fucking they shut it down. Well, temporarily shut it down.
Yeah, I thought like if you commentated over it, he says we are back.
I guess it's you can't play so much of it, I think. You know what I mean? So you got to play it like really small increments.
Right. Okay, we're back now. Okay, how do I get you down? Okay, so we're back live. All right. Well, I guess we can't play any more of the Goodfellas. But what we were saying.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I think that part was. I'm pretty sure that part when Paulie slapped Henry Hill there. That was not in the script, and that was a genuine reaction when he got slapped from Ray Liotta, because he didn't know it was coming.
Wow.
So.
I think they did that to Ray Liotta a lot, because when Pesci was on Letterman, and they were talking about the. You think I'm here to amuse you, funny how scene. Joe Pesci says, "Why don't you ask Ray Liotta if he thought that was funny?"
I don't think that. Yeah, I think that was that might have been improvised too. I'm not sure. Not sure.
Yeah, great movie. We need to. I guess we're going to need the expertise of you guys because ALV and Tommy and I were going to break that movie down. I don't know how we can do it when you get blocked like that. I guess there's a way to do it. You can only play like a little bit at a time. I don't know.
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say.
Sent you the link, Tommy. It's a private video.
Yeah. Well, it was nice when you played it. Tommy Stakes probably had full wood watching it. So.
Yeah, well, still pictures is how we did The Godfather. Well, they probably don't care about The Godfather. They're not going to strike people for playing that movie, because that movie is fucking 90 years old. Nobody cares. Nobody even knows what that movie is about anymore, do they?
That is a false statement.
Well, they played it on the big screen, and Tommy said people were laughing and talking during the movie.
Well, this generation, like if my son were to watch it, he'd probably want to leave it within 30 minutes. It's a whole different demographic of people that watch it when they brought it back like that. You know what I mean? Guys, Tommy's age, they, that's when they grew up. That was like the movie. That was like, groundbreaking. You know what I mean?
Right. Welcome Tommy Sticks to the stage.
Wanted to see it like that again because it brought it back. Now nobody gives two fucks about that.
So true.
A lot of it was non-scripted. The bar scene was definitely not scripted. That was from an experience that Joe Pesci had in a bar in Belleville called crossing in with Bobby Cabert. That's that scene. And then Martin Scorsese's mother, she ad-libbed that. That's the mother when they're in the kitchen with the hoof scene.
Oh yeah.
That was all. His mother even did an ad-lib on it. Wasn't real. You know, it wasn't in the script.
That's great.
That was a great scene too.
A lot of it's not. Yeah, a lot of it was ad-lib. It's crazy. Is that what you call it? Ad-lib? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, ad-libbed, improvised.
Now, if I brought my
Improvised, yeah.
friends over super late at night and I asked my mother to borrow a butcher knife, she'd be like, "What the fuck did you do?" You know what I mean? What do you need that for?
That's funny. My mother would ask not one question.
There's a documentary that came out 10 years ago called The Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Have either one of you guys seen that?
No.
It was the producer is Johnny Knoxville, and it's about a crazy family. Their last name is White in West Virginia. All of them have been to jail, very violent, drug dealer, just crazy family. Well, there's one lady on there who stabbed a guy named Dennis, her ex-boyfriend, and she's talking about how it was so cool that her grandmother helped her clean up the blood. I mean, this is how crazy this family is. So there are people out there that are like that. That are, you know, you're like, you know what? Come to Grandma's house. We'll get rid of the evidence.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah,
that is great.
Bam,
So you were playing authentic full scenes. So when you look for scenes like that, not that it might not stop you from getting blocked, but when you're looking for scenes like that, look on the bottom right and see who put it up. I'm just going to use a hypothetical. If it said Paramount Pictures on the bottom right, you're getting clipped. If it came from a secondary, somebody that made it from it, you might not realize it. They might be speeding it up or slowing it down just a little bit. You'll never really know it, and those are less likely to get hit. It's the original format. Like if you go to The Sopranos and you take it off an HBO YouTube channel, a clip, you're getting clipped 15, 30 seconds in. But if you take a Soprano scene off of somebody that did it themselves, and you'll see, like it was, Tommy Sticks, whatever, Rosada, and what they do is they slow the frames down. You will never see it. So look for those whenever you look on a show scene. It may not guarantee it, but there's a better chance that you won't get it.
Less likely. Makes sense.
That's the way I do it.
Well, good to know. But yeah, what a great movie. All that. I mean, I haven't watched the whole thing for probably about 6 months, 8 months maybe, because I did rent it not too long ago. I watch it about once a year, once every couple of years, maybe. I don't know.
I think I still have the DVD. Believe it or not.
It's a bad influence. That movie's just a bad influence altogether. Oh my god. It sends me right into an addiction mode. Like, I want to go rob fucking Maury's wigs right now. I want to go fucking tie Maury by his neck right now. I want to go take down a score right now. I want to put fucking what's his name in the icebox.
Yeah, that music, man, it's fucking it'll get people pumped up. I love that soundtrack. I can exercise to that soundtrack.
God, how old were you when that movie came out?
What year was it?
I think it was like 90 actually. I think it was 90. So I was 17, but I didn't see it until 92 or 92, maybe 93.
Yeah,
how old were you?
I was 10 years old.
I was 19 or 20 when I seen it. And I'll tell you what, it changed my life. I couldn't fucking believe what I was seeing in front of my eyes. My buddy's like, I can't believe you've never seen this. He puts in the DVD. And I sat there on the couch and I'm not a movie watcher. I was just mesmerized by that movie.
They don't get down like that in Washington State. So
I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't know where these guys are, if they still exist, but these are the guys that I want. I should have grown up around, not these fuckers over here.
No.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be around then either.
Well,
no. Listen,
I would have went out in
the
blaze of glory.
It was bad. I was living it when it came out. I was doing it. I was like a fucking junior in that. When it came out, I was getting my feet wet in that. And it came out the exact same time. And even though nobody realizes how bad it ends, still
100%.
get caught up in the glory of it.
100%. But I'll tell you, for me, I guarantee, if I would have been allowed to be involved in it, I would have, because I was so easily influenced back then. And I know I've told you this story before, but I worked with a guy who we knew a Chinese bookie. Well, he knew a Chinese bookie. So we were all betting through my buddy. And, you know, it's just phone calls and it was lines of credit. Okay. No internet back then. And then I got tired of collecting all the money from my coworkers and giving it to Frank, was his name, that gave it to the bookie. I got tired of doing that, so I just decided to keep it myself. And I just became the bookie for about 4 guys at my work. And I was just steadily collecting cash every week. It was just so easy to do. And then I expanded out a little bit, and then it kind of went bad because this guy fucking... there was a misprint in the newspaper, actually, and a game had already played, and he bet a bunch of money. And then I found out that the game had already played, and then I said, "Fuck you, I'm not paying you." And then that's the last time I ever did that. Yeah, he came to my house, and I won't continue the story from there. But he never got paid, and he never came back again.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a true
Is
story.
that where they get the chocolate mobster from?
No, I'm just telling you the truth. Like, that's how it went for me. And I'm not, and over here, there's none of that, guys. There's none of that. Now, of course, there's sports betting because you can do it at the casinos and online. But back then, that was that was like a really rare thing. Like, I'll never forget how excited I was when I found out that we could fucking bet on football. And we would stay up all night long playing, because I hung out with all Asian guys back then. We would play Asian poker with cash on the table all night long until the football started. And then we would call in our bets. And it was fucking the greatest time of my life. And I was only like 17 years old back then. And then when I became the bookie for it last like maybe a year, how old was I? 19, 20. I started working. Yeah, it had been 19. I was either 19 or 20, I think. How old were you, Stiggs, when you were doing that?
I started in high school young. I started young.
So yeah, and it just gets my fucking blood rushing even thinking about it. Like, just even like the gambling part of it. I remember betting on, I'll have like $1,000 bet on football, and I made good money when I was younger. I worked in a game called Speed Bingo. And back in the early 90s, I was making like $5 or $6 grand a month, which was pretty good money back then for a young kid. And I was gambling all of it. And, I was a fucking monster. When the casinos opened up, God, guys, you have no idea how bad I was.
I used to write the bets in paper and notebooks. And I only took straights and parlays. My line was not for anything other than straights and parlays. And then the other lines were for all that other intricate shit that I don't fucking, the teasers and all that other bullshit, moving lines around, buying points, all that other shit. I didn't handle that.
Yeah,
so I was just writing in a fucking notebook, basically, all the straights and parlays.
Yeah, that's all we were allowed to do is bet straights and parlays, and it was a minimum $100 bet, 10% vig. 2-way paid $260, 3 paid $600, and four-way parlay paid $1,000. But a 4-way parlay, the odds of winning are 16 to 1. So the fact that you're getting 10 to 1, I mean, come on. It's the worst bet that they're in demand. It's basically worse than Keno.
But people get lost in it. They get lost in it, and they think they just get lost in it. It's a big dream for the fucking degenerate gamblers. Listen to this. I never bet $1 in my life, and I never gave a fuck who the quarterback. I don't even know. I didn't care who was playing until the lines came out. I had no interest in football whatsoever. All I had to know was who's giving what games do we need today, what game am I watching. Basically, like watching Red Zone right now is all I did. I didn't give a fuck who played. I didn't care if it was the Giants. It didn't matter. It had no bearing on me who was playing, who was good. I rooted for the Steelers because I liked them as a kid. Other than that, I never gave a fuck who was even playing. It didn't mean nothing.
I just want to cut in real quick. Numbers. I gotta get rolling, guys. I'm pulling into work, right. So I'm sure I'll see you guys in the text or whatever. So have a good day, everybody.
Right on, Todd.
Right,
thanks.
Later.
Yeah. So I never even cared about who was playing. But just when you put that movie on, it takes me back to, because those were my formative years in that way of life at that time, at that year. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I was the same way. I didn't care, and I knew nothing about football. I mean, I knew all the rules of football. I knew exactly.
You were not a fan at all?
No, I mean, I was a fan of the Seahawks. I've always was kind of fan of the Seahawks, but it was a long time ago. What's that?
You bet without even no care, nothing.
Oh well, back then I would follow the Asian guys that I worked with. I worked at a Japanese steakhouse, and these guys, they would look at the fucking paper all night at work, studying this. So I just assumed as a naive young kid that these guys were masters at this. They knew exactly what they were talking about, and they, I even called a fucking one of those things on TV one time where the guy is
services,
like,
services
or some bullshit, and that was a night. I had to tell that guy to go get fucked. He kept calling me and calling me. He literally was like, "How much you got on your credit card?" And I said,
I know.
I mean,
I had guys betting with me that use the services. There's no win. Nobody's winning.
No, nobody's winning. Of course not.
All right, I got to go into a meeting. Nobody's winning. And I got to go into a meeting right now. Try to use clips, like I said. Look at the bottom right. See who did it. And maybe you'll have a little better luck and stop it more frequently.
Right on. Well, I'm gonna press my luck. I got a Tombstone video I'm gonna play right now. We'll see how long.
All right, I got to go in though. I'll be in the chat, but I got to go in.
Have a good
later.
One. Bye. I kind of wrote a modern day Godfather with my Brooklyn bloodlines, but it's more of a cross between The Sopranos and Boardwalk Empire. No, not so much Godfather. Okay. Right on. Well, thank you, Todd, Father, and Tommy for coming up. I better not play. Let's get straight into the X-Files. So now we're going to get into Jason going off on these fucking motherfuckers in the government. Let me get to my bookmarks. A lot of bullshit going on right now. Okay, let's see here. I'm just going to go through these real quick. Piers Morgan is asking this guy his name's Ed Davey, a liberal Democrat. Can a woman have a penis? He asked her 10 times. He asked this guy 10 times. The guy can't answer.
We've had a Gender Recognition Act, which has said that people who want to...
In May 2023, you told LBC that women quite clearly can have a penis.
Well, actually, I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I was responding to a question. And what I actually said was that the vast majority of people identify with the same gender they had at birth, but there are a few who don't. And for over
do you believe, for the record, do you believe women can have a penis?
For over 20 years, we've had a Gender Recognition Act, which has said that people who want to change their gender can do so. And that's been cross-party. And
just absolute fucking pedophiles. I'm sorry. Let's move on to the next one. I mean, if there is a God, I don't think he wants us to change our gender. It's just my opinion, If he did, wouldn't we just grow without genitals and then you could just fucking pray to God and he'd fucking grow you a dick or whatever you wanted? I mean, I don't know. It's fucking disgusting. This person is from the CDC, and she was fired because she refused to remove DEI language from the literature of the CDC. The C is for the Center of Disease and Control or whatever it is, right? The vaccines, the FDA, all that bullshit. Look at this fucking satanic bitch answer this question.
Despite being instructed to do so, including things from the CDC website like birthing people, health equity, a policy that came down from the President of the United States. Did you refuse to do that?
No,
Not whatsoever.
I did not refuse to do that.
Look at these lunatics that are in. She worked for the company, for the organization that is in charge of what we put in our bodies. These people are satanic. And why is there a lady with a fucking burqa back here? Like every one of these people in the background is Jewish. She's Jewish. All of these people are either Israeli or what has happened to our country? It has been literally been taken over by fucking a whole nother group. We're no longer America. We are a hybrid country. I don't know exactly how to put it into words yet. Sorry, my stomach's growling. And speaking of that, look at these fucking freaks. Hold on.
It's a moving moment to have you here with your ambassador, your staff, your delegation, our foreign minister, deputy foreign minister, and all the friends who've gathered here at this important moment. First of all, only one time you can be 7. Then comes 8, 9, and 7 is an important number and a symbolic number in our tradition. You're opening an embassy in the city on the hill, the city of Jerusalem. Here, next to the walls of our ancient city, the prophets spoke, the kings of Israel ruled, and some of the greatest insights of human faith and values.
Blah, 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 fucking blah. Shut the fuck up, Benjamin Netanyahu. I'm so sick of these people sucking his cock. I fucking hate that motherfucker. And now he's all over the whole world. He's in every, and he wants to speak for Charlie Kirk and why? Let's just move on to the next video. I'm about to fucking snap already.
I didn't know Charlie Kirk. I was
Listen to this fag.
generally aware of some of his ideas. I think those ideas were wrong.
I think some of those ideas were wrong. You know what, you fucking butt fucker, Obama the fucking butt fucker. You're the reason why people are getting shot in the throat. I didn't agree with, what did he say?
I think those ideas were wrong.
He insinuates, all these people insinuate that because, first of all, none of us knew what Charlie Kirk fucking was saying anyways. None of us followed this guy. You see him on fucking Twitter and shit. I'm on Twitter all the time. I say, I don't watch the videos. I don't give a fuck what people are saying. And now all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, I didn't agree with him. He was a misogynist. He was a racist. They insinuate that, well, you talk like a certain way, certain bad things are going to happen. No, they don't, motherfucker. They happen when people like you who are in power incite violence continually incite violence with your fucking words through the media.
But that doesn't negate.
And you see that? People cheer.
But that doesn't negate the fact that what happened was a tragedy and that I mourn for him and his family.
That doesn't negate. That's the word he uses, negate. It doesn't negate. It doesn't take away from the fact that I still mourn for him and his family. The fact is that I didn't agree. Those words, that got him killed, I didn't agree with them. But that does not negate the fact that I still mourn for his family. Fuck off, you fucking faggot. Here is Jimmy Kimmel, the Jewish shill, Israeli shill, getting into, and you notice how Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, Howard Stern, and there's others, a lot of these people in media on the radio you don't know about, got canned. And it's because why? Because of something they said? Because we didn't agree with how they commented about Charlie Kirk, so they get canned? Is that what's going on? Are we really this fucking stupid? Are we really this fucking dumb to believe that? I'm not. You know why Jimmy Kimmel got canned? You know why Howard Stern got canned? You know why Stephen Colbert got canned? They're protecting them. They're all Jewish. They're all under the umbrella of Israel, which is under the umbrella of the King of England. And they're taking these guys off the air because there's some really, really, really fucking dark, bad shit coming down our way, guys. And they're taking these guys off the air because when something really bad happens, we look to the media and we look to familiar faces on TV and in the media and in government to tell us what's what. Are things going to be okay? Are things not going to be okay? Has our government been taken over? You know, what's the situation? They're taking these guys off the air. Now we don't have anybody, whether you like these people or not, we don't have any familiar voices or faces to look at anymore. And the new ones that they're replacing them with are completely the same thing. They've just spun it. This is how the deep state works. So people can cheer all they want that Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert and all these guys got canned. It means nothing. It's all part of the plan.
Nazi propaganda minister said that the bigger the lie, the faster it will spread. Well, somebody has fabricated a monstrous big lie that Israel had something to do with Charlie Kirk's horrific murder. This is insane. It is false. It is outrageous. Charlie Kirk was a giant, a once-in-a-century talent who defended freedom, defended America, defended our common Judeo-Christian civilization.
This guy is such a fucking scumbag. Such a scumbag. Judeo-Christian. Motherfucker, Charlie Kirk was an American, dude. He was an American who stood for American values. The name of his company was called Turning Point USA. He represented the youth of America. And regardless of how you want to fucking stick your Middle Eastern micro dick into our American ideology, it's not going to work. We're not going to. So the only thing that you guys can do is force it down our throats. You can bring in the military. You can bring in all these AI listening device towers and bring out the robots. But we're never going to fucking believe it. People like me, never going to fall for your fucking bullshit, dude. We don't care about Israel. Go fuck yourself. Go fucking just.
Charlie loved Israel. He loved the Jewish people. He told me so in a letter that he sent me just a few months ago. One of my greatest joys as a Christian, he said, is advocating for Israel and forming alliances with Jews to protect Judaism.
There is literally a video out there where Charlie Kirk was on Megyn Kelly on August 6th. You can look it up. And they go deep into how Charlie Kirk is being called an anti-Semite. They talk about the secret meeting he had at the Hamptons with Bill Ackerman and how he was being pressured and yelled at by people that he didn't even know, that he needs to be more pro-Israel. He never said anything anti-Israel, and they were screaming at him to be more. They offered him a huge amount of money. He turned it down. And now this scumbag wants to come on here and put words in his mouth. It's absolute insanity. This is the guy that we need to worry about. He's the number one enemy.
Judeo-Christian civilization. He encouraged me to make the case directly to the American people about how vital Israel is to U.S. national security. He told
how vital Israel is to U.S. national security. What? This is what Charlie Kirk is saying? Really? He's telling Benjamin Netanyahu that he's so thankful for Israel and how Israel is vital to our security? How is that? How the fuck is Israel vital to our security? There's something we're not being told, guys.
Told me, the Holy Land is so important to my life, it pains me to see support for Israel slip away. Now, if Charlie disagreed with a policy of mine or a decision here and there, not only did I not mind, I welcomed it. This is the essence of Charlie. This is the essence of a free country. It's exactly what Charlie stood for. And I knew that his suggestions always came from the heart, from his love for Israel and from his love for the Jewish people. A few weeks before his death, I spoke to Charlie. I invited him to.
I don't hate the Jewish people. And you know what? The thing is that the Jewish people of Israel, most of them, a lot of them, hate this motherfucker. They don't stand for Benjamin Netanyahu. It's just like here in the United States. You know, they're being lied to. They're being fucking played. They're not the ones fucking crushing the Gaza Strip. It's a regime. It's these globalist, warmongering psychopaths like Benjamin Netanyahu. Let's move on. Told you guys I was going to go off. Now, I know none of us like Jasmine Crockett, but she is actually said one of the truest things I've heard all day, all morning.
I did have to make sure that I wasn't going crazy. But when I say that you are the least qualified FBI director in the history of the FBI, that is real, because you are the only one that never even served with the FBI prior to joining. Yet we are supposed to believe that you are the greatest thing.
Okay, CG2. My granddaughter just got dropped off. You'll be in my ear. Okay, good to know. I'll try not to cuss. CG2. Hopefully you got headphones.
Since sliced bread, I didn't ask you a question. Now, what I want to go through is to talk about why you are a failure and why, honestly, we just need to tell you bye-bye. I did have to make sure that I wasn't going crazy, but when
the problem is that she is such a nutcase, and they're so messed up. We already seen what 4 years of these guys do, but she's not wrong. Kash Patel is the least qualified FBI director in history. He is an absolute joke. He's a liar. What happened to the Epstein files? And you know, they voted 3 hours after Charlie Kirk was killed. 3 hours later, the Senate voted to not release the rest of the Epstein files. So that's that. Done. And we're not going to be mad about it because we're all traumatized by the Charlie Kirk thing. But she's not wrong. It's the one thing that I do agree with Jasmine Crockett. Kash Patel is a shill. He was put in there. He's a pro-Israel shill. He lied to us. He was put in there to protect the pedophiles of the Jeffrey Epstein case. That's why he was put in there. It's fucked up, man. This has got to be my favorite video of the day. You know, I really have to kind of reorganize my thoughts of where my morals and where my allegiance lies. I'm questioning it right now. I really am. And the one people that we can always count on to be true to their word for the most part. And you know, it ain't perfect, but it's the Chinese. They know what the fuck they're doing, and they're not afraid to fucking speak their mind. So this is an exchange between Israel and China. And this basically, we'll just call this a military official between China and a military official between Israel. And listen to this. And you might have to look at I don't know if they showed the closed caption or not, but they're speaking English here.
The real reason of this war is that this is the terror organization Hamas that's still holding our hostages. So they replace the UN, you suggest, sound very smart between countries. What we need to do about the terror organization?
My answer is very clear.
Yeah.
Your military people should shoot the terrorists, not the children, not the women. When you shoot the children and the women, and you lack legitimacy to carry it out any actions in that reason. For instance, and when we have the robbers get in the bank, they rob the bank, they use the staff and the customer as a human shield. You're a policeman. If you do not kill the staff bank staff and the customer. You cannot catch the robbers. How can you do it? Do you think you should kill the customer and the staff first?
We really do all what we can not to hurt the citizens.
You kill more than 70,000 civilians.
No,
there are more than the terrorists.
This is not fact.
This is the best part. The Chinese man is accusing him, and it's true. And I love what he's saying here. Okay, you were trying to get some terrorists, then fucking kill the terrorists. Why are you killing all the women and children? You're killing everybody over there. And China's calling him out for that. And now he said you killed over 70,000 civilians. He's like, that's not a fact. That's not true. And listen to what he says. Listen to what the Chinese guy says to that.
Right.
Okay.
Really?
The fact is not decided by you. The facts is decided by the international community. It's not decided by your government. Your government have no legitimacy and the right to decide or defend what is fact.
You don't decide it. The international community decides it. And by the way, when you kill women and children, your government loses all legitimacy. Your original goal holds no weight. Okay? You guys are just fucking monsters. You're over there killing women and children.
Okay. The terror attack, the terror organization, what the solution in your way of...
My solution is that go to the UN, work with the UN, and agree the two-state solution to establish a state of Palestine. Then you have two states, and you can work together.
The real MK Gaming 200, we love Candace. Yes, we do. And she's being attacked left and right. We'll get to that in a minute, too.
With the Palestinians together to fight against terrorists. If you do not work with the Palestinians together, you can never win the war over terrorists.
But this specific war will end when the terror organization will release all our hostages and will give up his weapon, because we can't stop the war as long as we have the hostages.
They always use the hostages and all that as the excuse. Oh, there's hostages, these alleged hostages that are just nothing but more than crisis actors, if you ask me. The whole thing's a scam to perpetuate the war. Israel does not exist. It does that country does not exist without war. It has to be in a perpetual state of war to exist. They are the problem. And by the way, now they're creating laws or trying to create laws in New York, 4 years in jail for being anti-Semitic, pro-Palestinian. I mean, what the fuck did the Palestinian people do anyway? No, they don't want us asking questions, Real Game, and you're right about that.
This kind of a propaganda have too many. No one believe it.
Too many what?
No one believes your bullshit. And he's right. The Chinese rule the fucking world when it comes to a lot of things. They don't believe in this bullshit.
Too many. Too much. No one believe it. Except a few Israelis.
Except a few Israelis. And unfortunately, those few Israelis, a lot of them are in the government of the United States, including that motherfucker from, there's one guy who wears an IDF, an Israeli uniform in Congress. We have a congressman that wears an Israeli uniform in Congress right now as we speak. So love that. Shout out to the Chinese for standing their ground. And, you know, this could be World War. This could be World War. You know, it would not surprise me. I know we don't want World War, but and it goes back to why they took off Jimmy Kimmel and Howard Stern and Stephen Colbert and all that. You know, they don't want us asking questions, and they don't want people that we're familiar with being able to talk about some of the things that are coming down the pipe. Now, here's Alex Jones, and, you know, I got mixed feelings about Alex Jones's take on everything. He's basically, I like 90% of what he's saying.
The Israel lobby is trying to hijack the memory and the identity of Charlie Kirk. No, I don't believe Israel did it because there's no evidence. Maybe they did. But Israel is definitely trying to hijack the memory and the person of Kirk.
And we just played that video of Benjamin Netanyahu. Oh, Charlie Kirk loved a Judeo-Christian and he loved Israel and so much, you know. So that's what he's talking about right there.
And that's what Tucker's doing, is putting the truth out. Charlie Kirk told me the same things he told Tucker Carlson. But he also said those things. And Ted Cruz says he's lying. I don't want to fight with Ted Cruz, but I have to. Ted Cruz
is definitely pro-Israel. We're going to move on. I don't want to get too much into this. Here is one of the attacks on Candace Owens this morning. And I'm only going to play a second of this.
There are some people today, Dana, who unfortunately have at best forgotten that, at worst have chosen to forget it. Charlie Kirk never did. He literally kept his version of the Sabbath. He turned his phone off when Orthodox Jews like myself turn our phone off from Friday night to Saturday night. He has a whole forthcoming book on the Sabbath. Nonetheless, there are some people out there, I named Candace Owens because she's the ringleader here, Charlie Kirk's one-time colleague on these campus tours, who is now just basically spitting on his memory, desecrating his memory, just ghoulish behavior, trying to say that there was a pro-Israel intervention from Bill Ackman, who, yes, was there, our mutual friend Seth Dillon, Babylon B, who, yes, was there. My name's been dragged up a little bit as well. I was there the whole time. This was a small, they called it an influencers retreat. It was invite only.
He is a lying piece of shit. Let's listen to this guy talk about Jimmy Kimmel for a second.
Christopher Titus. Hey, guess what? I just want you to know that anybody who thinks pulling Kimmel off the air was a good idea, you're full of shit. First of all, to all you fascist, authoritarian douchebags who are scared of comedians, you bunch of ragged pussies. On top of that, let's talk about what Jimmy Kimmel did. Jimmy Kimmel has always stood for the best in us. When his child was going through the operations, he was there. He's a real feeling man. He's funny as shit, too. And you pussies, you snowflake bitches, pulled him off? Are you out of your mind, ABC? On top of that, let's talk about one more thing.
There's no ABC, CBS, NBC. There's no Democrat, Republican. There's no left, right. What it is, it's us against them. And it's just more tricks from these guys. They pulled Howard Stern and Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert and those guys off the air to create the illusion that there are consequences for your words. And never mind the fact that they've been just spewing fucking hate and lies and bullshit for fucking years and decades. Now, all of a sudden, all three of them get canned because there's consequences for your words, guys, at the same time that they're passing laws that they can put us in prison for, quote unquote, hate speech. So we went from a country of free speech to now some of that speech is deemed hate speech. And as soon as we fucking agree to that, then they can just change it anytime they want. Well, these words are considered bad. These words, you can't say this, can't say that. That's what they're doing to us. So I think that Jimmy Kimmel is a piece of shit. I don't agree with censoring people for what they say. Who gives a fuck what he says? You know? No one cares. And it's all about ratings. So it's all about money and it's all about ratings. It's not about his fucking opinion. And he's not allowed to say anything that they don't want him to say. When you're the host of the Tonight Show or whatever show he was doing, late night show or whatever show he had, you don't just get to say whatever fucking comes out of your mouth. You know what I mean? You have a script that you must follow. You don't just get to say what you can't just. The ABC is not just going to let the host just all of a sudden just change their mind to become Republican. You know, it doesn't work that way. It's all a script. Trump was in the United Kingdom. During his visit to Windsor, Trump patted King Charles III on the back. Touching the monarch of the United Kingdom is considered a serious breach of royal etiquette. According to established rules, it is not customary to touch the king without his initiative. The exception is a handshake if the monarch himself extends his hand. In other cases, it is considered proper to limit oneself to a slight bow or nod of the head. Oh my God. Trump touched his back? And this is worth a fucking video for 2.1 million views? And we'll get back to the dinner that they had at the Windsor Palace. Sam Altman was there. All the fucking pedophiles were there.
That is...
Why are you hiding pedophiles? Why are you shielding pedophiles? Why are you protecting pedophiles?
That is maybe the most offensive thing you could say to me, given the numbers.
Well, you have not released
Given the
Epstein
numbers
files
of pedophiles.
You are aware of the
we have
Epstein
arrested-
client list that was published in the 18,000.
The gentleman has
expired.
The gentleman yields back.
Can I answer the question?
Can I just respond? Of course, the gentleman can answer the question. Since I took over the FBI, there has been a 33% increase.
Sir, all of that started under Christopher
Your
Wray.
time is done. No, it didn't. The witness gets to
All of
answer
that
the
started
question,
under
and
the
then we'll go to our
previous,
next.
FBI director, sir, and you're coming in here trying to take credit for something that a previous director instituted and largely brought to conclusion.
I take no credit. It's clear that the
It's
director.
offensive. Why are you hiding?
So I'm not the only one that throws that word pedophile out there. And I hate to use it. Sorry, guys, I'm drinking my Methylene Blue real quick. This break is brought to you by Methylene Blue. If you guys have not heard of Methylene Blue, everybody is advertising it now. Alex Jones has been advertising it. Candace Owens advertised it yesterday on her show. It's great for your mitochondria. It's your cells' ability to produce energy. I think something like that. It just is the most powerful supplement I've ever used. Highly recommend it. But yeah, Kash Patel promised us on day one that they were gonna, he was gonna go boom, 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 and now he's just backpedaled. Now he's just a cross-eyed, creepy-looking mutt with an Israel honeypot girlfriend who's 20 years younger than him, and he is a pedophile himself. So, I mean, this is where we're at. I wish I would have known. They really fucked us because we weren't going to vote for Kamala Harris. But at least I wish I would have known that everybody that was in the Trump administration was an Israel fucking dick sucker. Pete Hegseth, Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, Pam Bondi, Susie Weiss, Marco Rubio. There's only a couple that I'm thinking, like RFK and Tulsi Gabbard. That's who I want to be president, vice president next. I don't know how that would work out, but all of those guys are pro-Israel sellouts. They're all in this agenda together with the AI and all that shit. They're the ones that are fucking us. They duped us. And whether Trump's a good guy or not, he's got his back against the wall with all these. He's got to get rid of these guys. We need a new FBI director. We need a new attorney general. We need a new White House chief of staff. I love Stephen Miller, but Susie Weiss has got to go. I mean, I like the things that Pete Hegseth has done, but he's, our military stands one and the same with Israel. So we're going to continue to be involved in these fucking wars and waste our taxpayer dollars as long as we're friends with the worst fucking warmongers on planet Earth. It's basically a civil war within the government right now. Here's some news reporters in Spain flipping off Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yo no puedo hacer, estamos hablando de este gesto.
Sí, este.
Sí, ¿no?
Y se puede hacer con la izquierda
Con
también.
esta no me sale,
Claro.
pero era este, ¿no?
Basta. 2011, 2012, 2013, they were tight. They grew TPUSA like
PBD, Pat Bet David, Patrick Bet David, complete Israeli shill. It took me a while to realize it. Everybody on that panel of his, they're all pro-Israel, anti-Hamas. They're part of the problem, and they're attacking Candace Owens as well.
Like crazy. I was shocked to see her leave until being part of TPUSA, her theories got just a little bit too down.
That guy was on there yesterday. They're saying that there's bird flu in Canada on an ostrich farm, and even though that eventually there was like 400 ostriches that were deemed safe and didn't have this alleged bird flu, the Canadian government is still harassing them, flying helicopters over. They're trying to kill all their ostriches. And in my opinion, it has to do with the global fake meat takeover everywhere, from Benjamin Netanyahu again, who has a video of him saying that Israel has mastered steak, fake steak. They're the only country to do it. But Bill Gates has all kinds of fake meat. They're rolling them out all over the country, and I think that they're lying to us. You know, they've said that they've had fake salmon, fake chicken in a couple restaurants on the East Coast, one in Oregon State. But I think they're lying. So me personally, PBD is a paid shill. Yes, he is. I'm on my phone in the backyard. If they would release it now, I would not trust it. Not being tampered with, everybody exposed, Princess. Yeah, 100% CG2. We're never going to see anybody arrested. The pedophiles are continuing to collect taxes from us, and nothing's going to change. But one of the other problems that we have right now, and if you guys watch any of my other videos, is Bill Gates is on record and on video. They're rolling out fake meat left and right. Not only fake meat, but they have fake butter. And by fake, I mean it doesn't come from animal. They're using Henrietta Lacks. I don't know if you guys know who she is, but Henrietta Lacks was a black woman that was born in the early 1900s, I believe. She lived to be like 31 years old. And there's a movie that Oprah Winfrey played her, Henrietta Lacks, in the movie. But she had the most aggressive cancer on planet Earth. And her cancer has been reproduced. They've made like hundreds of millions of tons of cancer cells from her cancer. Like it literally grew, like they could watch it grow inside of her. It was so aggressive, they say. And it killed her within like 2 weeks. But that's what they use for research around the world, and all the medical labs are Henrietta Lacks and a few other people's cancer cells. That's how they do their research. Well, that's how they grow this meat, is they use the cancer cells and growth hormones and a little bit of magic powder, and they're growing salmon and chicken and beef, and it's disgusting. So my theory is that these farms of animals are going to come out and say that there's the bird flu and this, that, and the other, and they're going to find reasons to, like they did to us not too long ago. They culled all those chickens, and the lady from that lady from the CDC, wanted all the chickens killed. She ended up getting fired by RFK. But in my opinion, it's because they're rolling out the fake meat, and I know China's involved in it. Bill Gates is definitely involved in it. He openly admits it. So, me personally, I think it's going to be unavoidable, but I'm trying to stay away from any type of meat that doesn't have a bone on it. And like I go to the butcher shop and try to get most of my meat. And I think like these places, like these cheesesteak factories and stuff like that, they're going to be the first places that are going to be serving people lab-grown meat, because how do you know? That shit's chopped up like fucking baby food. So I'm just saying, be careful out there. I'll move on to the next story. Pumpkins are going from between $15 to $20 a piece.
$16 for a pumpkin? $20?
Absolutely not.
Home Depot. I don't know if that's accurate everywhere, but and Shabazz, thanks for joining us. This is a post from Laura Loomer, another Israeli shill. It says Tucker Carlson is also being heavily attacked. They called him Two-Faced Tucker on PBD the other day. And this says that Tucker Carlson, who was at the White House the other day for some insane reason, you notice her wording there, is now accusing the Trump administration of exploiting Charlie Kirk's death to crack down on the First Amendment rights. Well, that's exactly what they're doing. Pam Bondi is just on video the other day saying that there's a difference between free speech and hate speech. That is exactly what they're doing. So let's listen to this real quick.
You hope that. You hope that Charlie Kirk's death won't be used by a group we now call bad actors to create a society that was the opposite of the one he worked to build. You hope that. You hope that a year from now, the turmoil we're seeing in the aftermath of his murder won't be leveraged to bring hate speech laws to this country. And trust me, if that does happen, there is never a more justified moment for civil disobedience than that, ever. And there never will be. Because if they can tell you what to say, they're telling you what to think. There is nothing they can't do to you because they don't consider you human. They don't believe you have a soul. A human being with a soul, a free man, has a right to say what he believes, not to hurt other people, but to express his views.
Exactly. And that's why you will hear me say things like Fuk Benjamin Netanyahu. I'll use the word faggot, and I will push my... Is the word faggot offensive? Of course it is. But I'm going to push my words to the extreme because I'm going to exercise my right to free speech. You're not going to fucking tell me I'm not going down without a fight. You ain't going to just fucking tell me that we can get in trouble and go to jail for fucking being pro-Palestine or anti-Israel or whatever the case. Fuck that. Are we really a bunch of pussies like that? I mean, what are they trying to do to us? We cannot exist as human beings if we don't have the right and the freedom to say what we want to say. You know, we police ourselves in that. You're not going to just go and just start, hey, fuck you, motherfucker. I mean, we have our own boundaries. We don't need the government telling us what to think and say. So,
positions that you've taken on what you're saying. All right. Is it for business purposes? It's obviously working.
Imagine that. Imagine this fucking piece of shit. You know, not born in the United States, came here, made a bunch of money, fucking who knows how. Mr. fucking businessman himself, always talking about numbers and talking with CEOs and all that. Are you trying to capitalize it? Motherfucker, you're capitalizing on it. You're the one capitalizing on it. Candace Owens is trying to do a breakdown of what happened. She's trying to get to the bottom of what happened because we're obviously being lied to. You know, and they want to spin it into about being anti-Israel and all this. Well, motherfuckers, he's the number one guy coming out and fucking trying to take credit for Charlie Kirk's work, Benjamin Netanyahu. It's not about Israel. It's about trying to figure out the truth of what happened.
Our live stream was massive yesterday, bigger than anybody else's that took place. We had a live stream that we did on election night. We hit 282.
No, 100% Shabazz, you know, you're right. You know, people like me have been screaming about this for decades. You know, I really got involved in, you know, I kind of got woke up about 2007. You know, there's been people that have been awake for a lot longer than that. I woke up about 2007 and it started with weather control. You know, that's really what kind of opened my eyes to like realizing that there was global weather control and that wasn't ran by any country. So I'm like, well, who the fuck is running this shit then? And that's what kind of led down certain rabbit holes for me. But yeah, no, this is not overnight. And this is a well-orchestrated plan. And people like PBD were put in place a long time ago. He's part of a plan from years ago. You know, he's the new, let's spin the narrative. And he's pro-Israel, you know, which is fine. But now here he is attacking Candace. He's trying to convince us that Candace Owens is capitalizing on it for her own show, for her own financial gain. And he's also about to say, how would Erica feel about it? Charlie Kirk's wife. Well, the first thing that Candace says is the only two people that could shut her up about this is Erica Kirk and her husband. She said that every day so far on her show.
283. I don't know what the number was. Google told us it was the biggest
Over 1 million,
concurrent. She hit 266 yesterday by herself. Listen, the numbers are the numbers, but it doesn't mean it's the right message. Hit 'em up. A rap song blew up.
Here this motherfucker is trying to tell us if it's the right message or not. Like, we need his fucking dumb hairline to tell us what to think. I can fucking formulate my own fucking opinion, you fucking dumb fuck. Okay? I don't need you, PBD, telling me if it's the right message or not. The reason why she had 2 million people watching her the last few days, every day, is because we're interested in what she's saying. We know she's onto something. We know we're being lied to. And here you are. Even his body posture says it all. He's in this position of trying to belittle her and make her look stupid, and that he's more logical. Fuck you, motherfucker. If you were a real motherfucker, you'd be trying to get to the bottom of it too.
Does it mean it's a good song for everybody? Who listened to it? I'm trying to really see if you want to get eyeballs, go write a song called F the Police.
She doesn't want to get eyeballs, you fucking faggot. She's trying to get to the bottom of what happened to her friend.
Oh my God, look at the song. Look how great it did. Okay, yeah. Are you solving for eyeballs? Are you solving to be a sinner just to bring America to get at a time like this? I don't know. And by the way, I'd love to see the profile.
The two options he gave, sinner and then some fucking bullshit little fucking thing he just said there. What? Those two options aren't even on the table, motherfucker. She's trying to get to the truth. She's trying to weed through the bullshit like you fucking faggot. You went on there fucking on stage and fucking helped get Trump elected, knowing the whole time that you had your own fucking agenda with Benjamin Netanyahu, you fucking motherfucker. Fuck you, Patrick. I'm gonna unsubscribe to your fucking bitch ass and the unusual subject. You fucking stuttering fucking Down syndrome looking motherfuckers.
Of people that are watching all of it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I do know she was, she has her. You don't need to read between the lines to see how many times she.
Dude, you know what, Patrick David, shut the fuck up. How about that? How about you just shut the fuck up? I think that's all. Oh no, here we go.
That you are going to replace Charlie Kirk, okay? Kings are born. You don't just get to depose and tell us that we're going to follow this individual, okay? I'm one of the Masons of Turning Point USA. You put a shill in Charlie Kirk's chair, in Charlie Kirk's company, and you try to tell us to follow that individual, I will be an enemy of you. There will be nothing that can stop me, okay? And I want you guys to understand, this is not a threat. This is a promise. There will be nothing that can stop me. I will release every single text message. So to those of you who are trying that, I'm seeing the messages. I am telling you to back off right now. Like right now, don't do it, okay? Don't you think about it. I know exactly who you are. I know exactly who you were that were exerting pressure. Don't you pretend to be noble now and say nice things about Charlie Kirk and think you're going to slide into his chair.
And the proof is in the pudding, man. It's very telling. There's a lot of dirty motherfuckers in the government right now, in the Trump administration. There's a lot of fucking people that are showing their true colors right now. I'm 100% on Candace. Yeah, Tommy Robinson, another shill, 100%. Theodore Herzl, the founder of Zionism. They have been doing it for the last 100 years. I'm from the UK. If you type in Shia Massa into Google, it will tell you what Israel has done to the UK. Yeah, 100%. And is Israel, the top of the food chain, or is it really King Charles? You know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say, like, or is it some fucking aliens? And who knows? But one thing's for sure, we never seen fucking Benjamin Netanyahu so much. We never seen that Israeli flag so much as we have in the last fucking 6 months. It's fucking everywhere now. And I wouldn't be so pissed off about it if I didn't know what was going to happen. You know, there's going to be so many terrorist attacks in the United States and abroad. Bus bomb. Remember back in the 80s, fucking suicide bombers wearing fucking vests and blowing up buses. I mean, all that shit's coming. It's just going to be a repeat. This is what these guys do, man. This is a pretty interesting one. This is a little thing about the roof of the shooter.
None of this fucking makes sense. So I got the video right here. It says 9/10/2025. This is at 12:23.
And I'm sorry, I'm just jumping all over the place, dude. Or guys, I get pissed off about this shit, and then I just my mind starts getting scattered, and I don't really spend a lot of time because I don't sit in front of my computer all day. You know, I spend a couple hours looking at shit, and I'll go live, and I don't really prep, so I just kind of ramble and just get my thoughts out, and then go on about my business. So,
42. This is showing the killer running and jumping off the roof with a rifle. Over here, according to the transcripts, it says, I asked Grok, according to the transcripts, it says Kirk is fatally shot in the neck by a bolt-action rifle at 12:27.
So it's a 4-minute discrepancy, and then he also goes on to say where was the ladder that he got on the roof with, and you know, there's been so many things that have happened. They completely reconstructed the foundation of where the tent canopy was, where Charlie got shot at. They raised it up. You know, they changed it. I mean, obviously, there's so many holes in their story. There's so many lies. It's a huge cover up. It's a well organized hit. And at what level is Charlie still alive? Was it faked? Was it Israel? Was it our own government? Was he shot from the roof? Was he shot from the left? Was he shot from the right? Was he shot from someone right up front? Was he shot from behind? Was it a micro drone? Was it an explosive and a bulletproof vest? Even though they said that he wasn't wearing one, could have been an explosive in his vest. We don't know. And does it really matter what killed him? We know it's all a lie. We know it's all a lie. And it's obvious. Like, we just have to look and see how this plays out. Who benefits from his death? They're not even wasting time. You know, there's reports out there that there are arguments about who gets to speak at his funeral because they've donated money, like Ben Shapiro donated $1 million to Turning Point. I mean, and he's already said he's going to pick up Charlie Kirk's bloody microphone and continue the message. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I never really listened to Charlie Kirk's message. I sure the fuck don't want to listen to Ben Shapiro. Fuck that motherfucker. Okay? With his stupid little hat. Stupid little fucking little hat he always wears. You know, this is a 4-minute video. I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's just obviously there's holes in their story. Obviously they're lying to us. I think that's all my. Let me go back through here. They like to bounce around. Yeah, I know I had a couple more, but I just don't know what happened to them. So I'm gonna call it good on that, guys, for today. I appreciate you guys hanging out. The world's a mess. Don't believe bullshit. You know, trust your gut instincts. Try to draw back on the memories of when you were younger, because that was when shit was a lot realer, you know, and compare it to when we were younger if you can, because everything is a lie these days. They're bullshitting us about everything. So, and with that, I'm going to play a Tombstone clip until they cut me off, because I love this scene. And then I'm going to get out of here. This is a scene between, well, It's between the Cowboys and Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday's gang, basically. It's at the Faro table at the Oriental. And Wyatt Earp is the dealer. And Curly Bill and Johnny Ringo walk in. And Johnny Ringo and Doc Holliday get into it. And there's some Latin words exchanged. It's just a really, really great scene. I love this scene.
Thanks, Kate.
Once your eyes are open to this stuff, there's no going back. Great show. Thank you. Bring back the 80s. 100%, Shabazz. You're my man, dude. I'm stuck in the 80s. I always say that. I'm stuck in the 80s and I'm never coming back. So, yeah, I love that.
Baby, Miss Biggers, would you come sit at my table? Mr. Earp, would you mind signing an autograph for me, sir? My wife's not going to believe this.
Wyatt Earp, huh? Heard of you.
Wyatt Earp, huh? Heard of you. Listen now, Mr. Kansas law dog. Law don't go around here. Savvy?
I'm retired.
I'm retired.
Good. That's real good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real good, law dog, because law just don't go around here.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. Winner to the king, $500.
You must be Doc
Shut up, man.
Retired too?
You must be Doc Holliday.
That's the rumor.
You retired too?
Not me. I'm in my prime.
You too, CG.
Yeah, you look it.
You must be Ringo.
Look, darling.
Look, darling.
Johnny Ringo.
Johnny Ringo.
The deadliest
pistol since Wild Bill, they say.
Should I hate him?
What do you think, darling? Should I hate him?
You don't even know him.
No, that's true, but I don't know. There's just something about him. Something around the eyes. I don't know.
He reminds
me of
me.
Me. No, I'm sure of it.
I hate him.
I hate him.
He's drunk.
In vino veritas.
Ajik Wadajis.
I love that part right
Go ahead,
there
Doc.
because Doc Holliday said in Vinos Veritas, which means in truth there is wine, and in wine there is truth. And Ajay Quadras means something like fuck around and find out. Basically, you better just stick to your business. And the look on Doc Holliday's face when he realizes that Johnny Ringo speaks Latin, because everybody back then were fucking dummies. Doc Holliday was a Southern gentleman raised as he grew up, he became a dentist in Georgia. Then he got tuberculosis of the lungs, called him a lunger. He moved to Arizona to a drier climate to try to fight tuberculosis. And he became a gunslinger because he knew he was going to die. And he's just a fucking cheating gambler, but a great gambler. And he does not like the fact that Johnny Ringo is threatening his being the smartest man in the room.
Judas Sotella non ego.
Juventus Stultorum. Magister.
In pace requiescat.
Come on, boys. We don't want any trouble in here, not in any language.
That's Latin, darling. Evidently, Mr. Ringo's an educated man.
Now I really hate him.
Now I really hate him.
What's it, Johnny? I hear he's real fast.
Now, at the end of that Latin exchange, Doc Holliday basically told him, he's like, motherfucker, you're going to find out who the real fool is one day. And then Johnny Ringo wants to showboat with his gun. Doc Holliday is much faster than this motherfucker. Johnny Ringo's real fast. And he's a motherfucker. But he's no Doc Holliday. And spoiler alert, Doc Holliday ends up killing Johnny Ringo. He tricks him, and Johnny Ringo thinks that he's going to go fight Wyatt Earp. And when he realizes that he's standing in front of Doc Holliday, he turns white. And Doc Holliday goes, well, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave. And they fight anyways, and Doc Holliday kills him. And it's a great movie. If you've never seen Tombstone, sorry for ruining it for you. Shout out to Val Kilmer, rest in peace. Shout out to Ray Liotta, rest in peace. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Talk to everybody later.